Hello! You alright? That's London Grammar there. Great song. My name's Jordan Hunter and with me are
Cameron Stewart
and
Scott Butler, hello.
And we've got a great, splendid show for you today. We're going to be talking about film, going to be laughing at some song lyrics, newspaper headlines. I'm going to have some inspirational quotes along the way, get you motivated for the day. The day today is the 30th of March 2014. Did you know? There's not going to be another 30th of March 2014, so you better make the most of this one.
Yes, it's a special occasion.
Yes, it's a very
Don't let yourself
special
down.
occasion. You know, Sunderland A.F.C. made the most of their special occasion when they went to Wembley and took on the mighty Manchester City. And Scott Butler has more to tell us about it.
Sunderland Football Club has seen some really memorable moments in the past.
A deep one again. Watson is right in there. So too is Hallam. And Porterfield! Oh, Porterfield has scored! And Sunderland, the underdogs, are in the lead.
20 seconds of the added time left. And Martin O'Neill saying, get forward, we can nick it here. G. Sessegnon. For G! He's round the goalkeeper, he's done it!
But maybe not quite as memorable as this would have been if it had won the cup.
Marini, he could be in here, he's all alone. He scored! Sensation at Wembley from Sunderland and Fabio Marini. They've hardly got out of their own half, but they've taken the lead against the favourites, Manchester City.
We took to the streets to ask the people of Sunderland how they thought the final would play out, what the final score would be, and how Sunderland's season's gone so far.
Be a Sunderland win, definitely 110%, 3-2, goals galore it'll be, yeah, big open match, because obviously, you know, Man City have got them strikers, but they'll be took out by them defenders, you know that.
And how do you think the season's went so far?
Not too clever, because obviously they're down the bottom, aren't they, but, you know, if you're at the bottom, you can only go up, can't you?
Yeah.
That's the thing, you can only go up.
I don't know, it's going to be hard, and it just depends if the lads turn up on the day and perform the way they can be. Because I mean, we've got the psychological edge beating them this season, plus the last 4 seasons have won 1-0. So I just think we've got a chance. It's a neutral ground. If we'd have been playing at their ground at a game, I'd have backed Man City. But it's at Wembley, big pitch, thousands of fans there from Sunderland. I just think we'll be up for it. I just fancy our chances.
Odd goal. Sunderland win it. We've played them 5 times and they've only beat us once. What more can you ask for? Play them the 6th time at Wembley and they'll come out there and they'll say, not these again, lad.
And how do you think the season's gone so far for Sunderland?
We've struggled, but now we're starting to get our work together.
Season ticket I've had for about 7-8 years.
Really?
Yeah. I first started watching the matches was at Walker Park. I was only 9 years old.
Oh, really? That's
Oh, I love my team. I do. I love my team.
So what do you think the final score's going to be?
We'll win 2-1.
But after 2 quick-fire world-class goals and a 3rd in added time, the dream was over.
Touré! Oh! It's an astonishing equaliser.
A terrific turning point.
It is! How about that from Samir Nasri?
The pass.
Here he comes, Jesus Navas. It's Manchester City trophy. They break the length of the Wembley pitch to get the 3rd and crucial goal and finish off brave Sunderland.
Well, after all that, we went to the streets again to ask the people of Sunderland how they thought the final went, were there any standout performances, and where does Sunderland go from here?
First half, Sunderland played absolutely brilliant. Second half, it's just Man City showed the quality. The way we passed the ball in the first half was absolutely fantastic. Possession, I think it was 68% possession in the first half, 32% to Man City. Like they say, possession is that counts for 9/10 of the game. It proved to be that in the first half, but wasn't meant to be, unfortunately.
So were there any standout performances from Sunderland?
Lee Catmull and Fabio Marini. Catmull, I'd say, was man of the match. Manoni made a few good saves. Like you say, Nasri's goal and Yaya Touré's were just out of this world. But might get there again, you never know.
So where do you think Sunderland go from here?
Beat Hull on Sunday, get the semi-final again at Wembley, win that, go to Wembley again, win the FA Cup, stay up in the league.
It was a very good performance by Sunderland. Anything can happen in the cup game, so it was like up for grabs, wasn't it? And I was very proud of the team, but Man City, very rich, and they beat Sunderland quite easily at the end.
So was there any standout performances yesterday?
Barini was good. He's actually quite a good player, isn't he? I bet he's like wishing, oh damn, I wish I'd performed this well. When my first few seasons in Premiership, I would still be like playing with Suarez instead of Larson. Do you know what I mean? So it's good for him. And the team was alright actually, surprisingly good.
So where do you think Sunderland go from here?
Well, hopefully they can stay up, but I think they can stay up, but I think they definitely need to sign some new players. The centre-backs are getting quite old. Haven't got any full-backs really, either. Minone's a good player, turned out to be good. And they had to strengthen the team next season and just stay up next season as well, improve on that.
Sunderland team! Get on and get better! Get on and get better! Get on from you, Sunderland team!
Theodore Roosevelt said, "Believe you can, and you're halfway there." Well, Sunderland believed they could, and they got halfway there, but it was just that other half that didn't go quite so well.
That was the difficult part.
But never mind, at least they got there. They're not going to get there again after the whole result.
No.
What do you make of that, Scott?
Oh well, that was a shock really. I mean, initially I thought, we'd thrown it away. It was the wrong team selection. Everything was wrong about it. But then you think again, the players that were actually on the pitch. There's an Italian international. All these other players have a point to prove, and they didn't prove it. And unfortunately, morale's now lower than ever. Some people say, it's focused on the league, but really, morale's lower than ever, and I think that might actually affect our survival chances, but hopefully not,
Well, Scott, the past is a ghost, the future a dream. All we ever have is now. So, we just have to keep on ploughing on and keep on trying to stay up. What we have now for you is this.
Call that a lyric?
Yes, this is where we take some song lyrics and have a look at them and
deconstruct the meanings behind them.
Yes, precisely. First, we have one from Will I Am.
Honey on my wrist, couple carrots on my neck. Givenchy, keep the chickens in check. All these car keys, drive the chickens to my crib.
Wow,
yep,
that's lyric perfection right there.
Keep the chickens in check. All these car keys, drive them chickens to my crib. So he's driving chickens around, guys.
What's with the chickens? Why do they need expensive goods like Givenchy and all this?
Yes.
why did you have to keep them in check? Are they misbehaving, these chickens?
They're a bunch of wild ones, I can tell you that.
Why do they keep on... believe Will I Am with his chickens.
These high standard chickens as well.
Here's another one from Will I Am. From Feeling Myself, these are from.
Yes.
I just give a beats, I don't give a bread.
Wow.
Well, he's not giving anyone bread. He's only giving beats.
More beats, but I think maybe she's saving the bread for the chickens.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. She give me IQ, that means she get ahead. I just give the beats, I don't give her bread.
Yeah.
So if you're Will I Am's girlfriend, or you hope to be,
you're going to get no food and definitely no bread.
If you want bread, you'll be bitterly disappointed.
You can get some beats, but I'm not sure what you can do with that.
Yeah. So if you're hungry, don't be Will I Am's girlfriend.
You'll know about the chickens though as well that he keeps in his car.
You have to keep the chickens in check probably as well. Drive them to his crib. Here's another one. It's a Will again.
I get busy like a one line.
Oh, was that Will?
Oh, it's from the same song that was our pal French Montana.
Oh, it's French. Yeah. More Frenchy. Well, love him. He gets busy like a one line.
Only he can know what that meant.
Yes.
It's supposed to mean something, isn't it, Cameron? What's it supposed to mean?
It's supposed to apparently mean one line as in a phone line, in that like he has so much attention from
so
lady
many women.
folk. Yeah.
Yeah. trying
The
to
lady-
get hold of him.
The lady is, he needs more than one line. He has enough money to have more than one line.
Can you not text anyone? What's the matter with texting
Group
French?
messages to all these ladies.
Come
Yeah.
on.
Living in the past.
I think this is another one from Will I Am.
And now they see me sliding on my dope ride. I open up the doors, suicide.
Yeah, so he's committing suicide.
Yep.
Yeah.
Heard it here
That's
first.
just a simple thing. I mean, he's got all this money, but suicide's his only option.
And I done seen me sliding out my dope ride. I open up the doors, suicide. So
Yeah.
he's sick of life.
He's
Will I Am.
sliding out of his car. the
I just
chickens.
have an image of him just sliding out that car.
I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this chickens having to keep them in check. I'm sick of women asking for bread. I can only give them beets. I'm
The
just
chickens
sick
get
of
all
it.
the bread.
I'm
right?
committing suicide. I'm just getting that one in there. Getting that in the song.
That's all it is.
Yeah, there's one from Lil Wayne.
Money ain't a thing but a chicken wing.
There it is. Lil Wayne philosophy. Money ain't a thing but a chicken wing.
Yeah, I've done a bit of research into this one, right? And apparently, ain't a thing but a chicken wing is an idiom in the southern states of America. But I don't exactly understand what it means, because it either means that because chickens can't fly, the wings are useless, so it's unimportant, or the wings are very important to chickens, so it is important.
I think we're in desperate need of someone talking sense here. So, a truly rich man is one whose children run into his arms when his hands are empty. So there you go. I think we need to let that sink into the spot, viewers, and we've got a
Definitely.
song here.
Yes, let's help do that.
It's by my favourite band, Mumford & Sons, Whispers in the Dark. That was Mumford & Sons with Whisper in the Dark. I wish we could play more of Mumford & Sons.
That was a good
but
one.
Yeah, they're a great band, Scott. But it's time for
Headlines or punchlines.
This is where we take some amusing headlines and share them through there because they're just really irrelevant and don't really matter
at all.
Yeah, to anyone.
This is the first one here. Cheeky seagull nabs crisps.
How dare it?
Exactly.
What's happening? All these seagulls are taking all those crisps, Cameron.
Yeah, I mean you see lots of seagulls around Sunderland, right?
What are you going to do about it?
Well, what can we do?
What can you do? They're everywhere. And
it's out of control. It's a pandemic.
It's like an army. They're ganging up on us and they're stealing our food.
Never mind gross unemployment,
Exactly.
immigration, whatever.
And what happens next? Do we have Will.i.am's chickens coming over and stealing our stuff?
They're going to learn from the seagulls.
They're getting all the bread. They want crisps now.
Yeah, exactly. They want a treat.
They're getting more foods as they go by.
Where does it end?
It doesn't.
I can't see an end, really. Cameron, have you got the next one for us?
Yes, long-term police investigation into £1.65 theft of Scotch eggs.
What?
Oh my goodness me.
I don't believe that one.
Yeah, Scotch eggs.
Let's
of all
hunt him
things.
down.
Let's get him.
Never mind all the murders or the rapes that are out there. Let's get this Scotch egg thievery out.
Let's get it sorted out, because
stamp it out.
£1.65 is like Will.i.am's. It's worth of his car. I mean, it's ridiculous, but we need to put a stop to that one.
We'll do like.
I've got another one.
Yeah, we've got another one.
Now prepare yourself for this one.
Oh,
Fury as bus fails to appear.
You're joking me.
That is just
Now, I don't know
never
what that
happened
feels
before.
like, because
I don't know what it feels like.
I don't like the bus.
I
but
can't even believe that.
It's very heartbreaking, Scott. You sit. I'm not standing here for fun. When I stand at a bus stop,
you expect the bus
to stop.
You're not standing there for no reason.
But I tell you what, it's probably Will.i.am with his car.
Exactly.
Committing suicide.
He's probably crashed. Buses have crashed into him. Everyone's just.
He's went in to an oncoming bus.
And now it's making you late.
And now,
and
I'm
there's
late.
chickens all over the road. It's a mess.
Well, I think we're in some need of wise words again. Speaking of buses, there are no traffic jams along the extra mile.
Unless Will.i.am's been there.
Yeah, unless Will.i.am's out in his dope parade.
Yes, he's dope, right?
Guys, it's time to...
Talking film.
Right, it's time to start talking film.
Yes.
This is where we recommend
smoothest of
some
segues.
films for Spark listeners to watch. Cameron, can you kick us off?
Well, the film that I'd like the smart listeners to watch is The Artist,
Yes.
which only came out a couple of years ago, so I'm sure that they've heard about it.
Yeah, it won a couple of Oscars,
Yeah, it did
including
well.
Best Actor.
Yeah, there was a lot of news about it because it's silent and it's in black and white.
Yeah, I mean that might turn some people off, but I hear it shouldn't. It
really.
shouldn't.
It's a top-notch film, and it's got a great storyline.
It sure does.
Including a very talented dog.
Yes,
It's
that
just
dog.
bloody adorable.
He's really the star of the show.
And it's just a really good romantic. It's about an actor who loses his way from going from
He can't quite make the transition from silent movies
to talkies.
to talkies. Yeah.
Watch that by all means.
Definitely.
Scott, what's yours?
Well, I'd like to recommend Inception. I mean, people may have seen it because it was, touted as a fantastic film, and that's because it is. I mean, it's got an all-star, and what people tend to forget is how good the soundtrack is by Hans Zimmer. He's done a lot of things like Man of Steel, and to be fair, they sound quite similar, but why change a winning product,
Yeah, he's a great. Well, is he a composer? Or?
He's everything. What isn't Hans Zimmer?
He's a master.
You can't forget about that zero gravity scene. I think it's the most expensive scene that they've ever filmed.
Yeah,
they built a custom rig for it, and I mean,
it's
that's
pretty incredible
cool.
stuff. I mean, the production
value is just
merits your view.
Exactly.
So if you haven't seen it, what you're doing with your life is what I'm saying. My film now I'd like to recommend to Spark listeners is 12 Angry Men. Now, I know Cameron and Scott have seen it. It's a very old film from 1957.
Yes.
Don't let that put you off.
No, it's got an 8.9 on IMDb, and it's really fantastic. It's probably my favourite film. It hasn't got all the production value involved with Inception. All it has really is one room, 12 chairs, 12 great actors, and one hell of a storyline.
Yes, it's about a jury. If
Yeah.
you haven't seen it, by the way.
It's about a boy is accused of killing his father, and these 12 men have to give a
verdict.
guilty or non-guilty verdict, and
It just works,
Yeah.
the simple aspect of it is just great.
but it's a really great script, and very it's like psychological as well. How people can stand
the
up for
crowd.
themselves,
Yeah.
and just do what they believe and say what they believe in. It's a really great film.
It is.
Have you got what films have you been watching recently, Cameron? Did you watch Her?
I never go around to seeing that actually because the cinemas they're not playing it anymore. Really.
That's a shame because I hear great things about that one.
I've
It's
seen it. I did a
definitely something
review
I
for
want to see.
Her. It's got Joaquin Phoenix and Amy Adams in, and it's a really it's a romantic film. It came out around about Valentine's Day, and it's really a fantastic film.
It's got that twist, hasn't it, where it's like about an operating system.
Yeah, he like falls in love with an operating system. I know it seems a bit far-fetched, but the amount of times we hang around our phones and
Yeah.
computers,
Technology.
it's not really that barbaric that will fall in love with a screen.
No.
So it's kind of like a commentary on like social times.
Yeah, it's basically about how he falls in love with this operating system after a bad divorce, and and it's just a really great story.
I mean, it has a great trailer, and everything that has a great trailer is usually good.
Those are some great actors as well. I'm a big fan of Joaquin Phoenix, and Amy Adams is pretty good as well.
Another great actor is Tom Hanks, and he was in
Oh yes,
Captain
He was
Phillips.
in
Captain
Captain Phillips
Phillips.
most recently, yes.
I watched that the other day. It was,
what do you think?
Yeah, but the thing about these films is that the whole suspense is built up because, like, are they going to kill him or not? But we know that they're not going to kill him, so that affects
Yeah,
it
I
for
mean,
me. But
when you're following a true story, it's hard to add your own edge to it. But it is a fantastic film with a great acting performance from Tom Hanks as well.
yeah, it is indeed. Well, I think that's all we've got time for. I'm afraid. Can we squeeze in some little bit of inspiration, Cameron?
Yeah, alright. I'm just going to paraphrase this quote from Mark Twain, which basically says that you only regret the things in life that you didn't do.
Exactly.
Well, there you go.
So
That's it summed up. Well, thanks for listening.
I've been Scott Butler.
I've been Cameron Stewart.
I've been John Hunter, and you've been splendid, Spark listeners.